Food is the most important aspect that affects how people live their lives, how a city thrives, and since the beginning of life, it is what mankind depended on to survive. With that, for a long time, each location in our world has developed a long way of how they live and how they eat. Each place has its own culture built since the beginning of its history. Cultures that have been formulated and carved deeply into each person's bones of a place where they are from. This is a taste of our life.
This is the taste of Asia.
Today, we will take a look at iconic dishes from 5 different cities across China and Malaysia. Henan, a landlocked province in central China's Yellow River Valley, is recognized as the cradle of Chinese civilization. Due to its superior location, the diverse cultures of East Asian continent had met and merged here, along with spices and cooking genre forming its unique food categories, among which Hulatang is the most representative food of Henan. In Xiaoyaozhen of Henan, Mr. Song Qunsheng is running the most popular local Hulatang shop. Hulatang, also known as hot pepper soup, is a Chinese breakfast food created in Henan. The real day of Henan people begins when a bowl of Hulatang is gulped down. For Henan people, it's best food to kick off the day with. Every morning, Mr. Song's restaurant can reach an average customer flow of more than 200 people. In Zhengzhou alone, a city in Henan, there are more than 7,000 Hulatang shops. Hulatang has changed the eating habits of Henan people by chance and has long since become a representative of Henan's diet. If the elaborately boiled lamb bone soup is the elixir that makes Henan people's day, then Hulatang with bone soup as the base would be the key to the energy bank for them. This is a date with time, so be patient. The lamb bone broth can be made fresh and appetizing after 5 hours of slow simmering on a gentle fire. What makes Hulatang most distinctive is its sticky texture. To achieve this, the chefs thicken the broth with the water used to wash the dough. Add thin slices of cooked beef and mutton, yellow cauliflower, wood ear, mushrooms, and vermicelli. The soup-loving habits of Henan people are said to be related to the frequent refugee migrations in history. Soup was the most effective civilian food to satisfy the hunger during the uprooted journey. People then fell in love with a taste that could drive away the cold and lift their spirits. A bowl of soup contains childhood memories, the feelings of growing up, and a profound sense of nostalgia. Its spicy and fresh odor reflects the Henan people's way of life. This bowl of soup, on which many people in Henan rely, shall continue to perform and pass on throughout China's vast central plains. Hebei is a low-key and prosperous city. It is located in North China, close to Beijing and Tianjin. As for the landform, it is the only city in China with a complete terrain. No matter it is high mountains and plains, or desert and sea, every kind of natural scenery can be found here. Of course, in addition to its long history, splendid culture, and superior natural conditions, Hebei also has its own characteristic cuisine in the long river of history, the donkey burger. In this small city of Hebei, the pace of life is not fast. People here enjoy this cozy and comfortable atmosphere. What kind of food attracts this lady to get up early to taste? Let's see where she is going. Now, we are on a snack street, which is the busiest place in the country. It's still early, but many people have begun to eat breakfast here. Many Hebei people will choose to have 2 donkey meat burgers in the morning. This is not just a diet preference, but has become a cultural custom of the city.
这家店在我小时候就存在了，后来随着长大，我离家的时间渐渐增长，这里的驴肉火烧也成了我思乡之情的代表。你可以看到这家店的墙上都是关于驴肉火烧的介绍，关于它的传说、它的做法，以及驴肉火烧对人们身体的益处。当然，虽然说驴肉火烧是河北的特色美食，但它毕竟是一种小吃。在中国的华北地区，大街小巷里随处可见驴肉火烧的店铺。我在北京、天津等地都见到过驴肉火烧的店铺。但是正宗的驴肉火烧，在制作的时候，对于选材、制作要求都非常严格。简单的驴肉在制作的时候就要搭配20多种调味品，而且只有经验老道的师傅才能够做出来。而其他地方的驴肉火烧省略了许多细节，都是按照自己的想法制作。我觉得他们都比不上河北驴肉火烧的酥脆鲜嫩。我今天是选择用一碗馄饨汤来搭配，这是我最喜欢的一种搭配方式。驴肉火烧的酥脆与馄饨的香气混合，简直就是在人的味蕾上跳舞。
This gourmet dish has a history of 300 years. It can be said to be an intangible cultural heritage skill on the tip of the tongue. Gansu, a province in northwest China. Jiuquan, a small Gansu town, is an ordinary, slow-paced city. As a former agricultural region, the people here prefer to cook wheaten food to ensure that they have enough energy to finish the hard work in the farmland. Until now, such eating habits continue to influence the cuisine and the people of this region. At 9 o'clock in the morning, Jiuquan, a small town in northwest China, has been active for a long time under the rising sun. Despite the fact that it is past the time when most people eat their breakfast, there are still quite a few people gathered in front of a breakfast shop to buy their breakfast. This morning was a rare free time for Cui Le, so he decided to come to the front of the Huguo shop and enjoy a long overdue breakfast. Ordering his share of the Huguo, Cui Le took his seat and watched the busy shop. When his Huguo was served, Cui Le couldn't wait to pick up his chopsticks and start enjoying the long-awaited taste. One of the ingredients, ma hua, are crispy and wrapped in the thick soup of Huguo. The gluten just out of the hot pot, with its soup and heat, wafted its fragrance around the small shop. And for Cui Le, enjoying a long overdue breakfast is a relaxing thing to do. But the owner, Mr. Song, was very busy, and due to the things at home, he could only come to the shop from time to time and see how things were going and then continue to leave in a hurry. Fortunately, Two of Mr. Song's relatives came to help out in the shop. One to clean up the tables and take care of other chores, and the other one to prepare the ingredients and help out in the back kitchen.
这家亲的生日也很幸，不少老人、孩子，甚至一家三口都来我这里吃，时不时还接到一辆单外卖，匆匆忙忙的。我呢就按照要求把麻花子、面筋、松皮子、往锅里一加，然后搅拌，舀出来盛到碗里。现在不少来这里的人都很匆忙，吃完了之后收拾好，头也不回的走了。和我在大城市里上班不愿意回来的孩娃娃们一样。
In this small northwest city, people are either busy, relaxed, or waiting for business to come in, and they all live inside the city. After finishing his breakfast, Twila got up and left to continue his life here, just like the rest of the city. Kuala Lumpur is the stunning capital of Malaysia. The city, defined by its colorful culture and rich natural reserves, is also Malaysia's largest city. Having achieved its city status in 1972, Kuala Lumpur is now a prosperous city housing about 2 million people. Here, we follow the steps of Tan Jia-yun, a Malaysian who is proud of her country's traditional food. It is the afternoon. The bright and scorching sun shall take us to the country located near the equator, Malaysia. What do Malaysians have for lunch under this blazing sun? We are now at the LI City Mall, one of the largest shopping malls in Malaysia. This mall consists of 4 floors which are accessible for visitors, lots of shops and restaurants, and it even has a place for ice skating. Following Jiayun's footsteps, she leads us to a shop that sells snacks before she takes us to the next stop. Look at her grabbing the snacks. Can't blame her because there are so many to choose from, and all of them looks great. Now that she's done, let's see where are we heading to. It seems like she has led us to the place of her choice, Kopitiam at Food Junction. Food Junction consists of many stalls that provides different styles of food, and during the afternoon hours, there will be quite a crowd here. Kopitiam, the store of Giant's choice, sells the iconic Malaysian food, nasi lemak.
I like nasi lemak as I think it's really tasty, and sambal is really an important aspect of nasi lemak. Some people can handle the spiciness and leave out the sambal, and that makes nasi lemak kind of lose its soul. Moreover, nasi lemak is also part of our country's identity. It's Malaysia's traditional cuisine.
Made with coconut milk and accompanied with anchovy sambal chili, cucumber slices, and roasted groundnuts, This dish has become an industry and also a tourism commodity that attracts travelers that visit Malaysia for the food. Nasi lemak, along with laksa and bak kut teh, are food that were claimed by Malaysia and will be synonymous with the country's identity. Fujian province is located in southeastern China. Facing the sea, its terrain is steep, the climate is mild, and the rainfall is abundant. The territory is vast, with rivers and plains rich in rice, sugar, vegetables, fruits, especially lychees, longan, citrus, and so on. The mountain stream is rich in tea, mushrooms, bamboo shoots, river eels, soft-shelled turtles, and so on. Fujian people use their advantageous resources to make delicious dishes, which are very popular and gradually form a unique cuisine. The main raw materials of satay sauce are more than 10 kinds of ingredients, such as dried shrimp, dried fish, onion, garlic, and ginger. The sauce is deep-fried, crisped, and ground into satay sauce for later use. Fujian is the first coastal area to open to the outside world, and it is also one of the main ancestral places of overseas Chinese. The coastline of Fujian is long and wide. Fish, shrimp, oysters, and other seafood markets are all available all year round.
因为福建菜很注重食材的原汁原味，而为了保持食材最原始的味道，福建菜十分注重刀工，以精细的刀工来展现食材用天然的味道。福建多产海鲜，因此为了体现海鲜的鲜味，烹饪的时候会多将其做成汤菜，因此福建菜的特点及汤菜种类很多，而且味道很丰富。因为制作汤菜要巧用各种调味方法来增加汤的口感，因此对菜品的味道要求很严格。
In recent years, under the guidance of the Belt and Road Initiative, the development history of Fujian traditional cuisine has spread to countries all around the world with the changes of the times. Adhering to traditional craftsmanship, adding elements of the times, and incorporating local tastes, Fujian traditional cuisine can use this as a chance to develop internationally and go to the world's food stage. 5 different cities and their iconic food, following 5 different characters. Food is culture, a habit, craving, and identity. Today, we got a glimpse into what food is and how it shaped people and places. Food is a central activity of mankind and one of the single most significant trademarks of a culture. As a people of each place, it is important to treasure what is your own, while as an outsider, never stop exploring food and cultures of others while being respectful.